Israel is said to have sent a delegation to continue negotiations on a hostage release agreement with Hamas. This was stated by a Tel Aviv source, Thursday, April 7, 2024. According to Reuters, a source in the Israeli negotiating team, who did not want to be named, said there was a real chance to reach an agreement after Hamas made a revised proposal on the terms of the agreement. The proposal put forward by Hamas includes very significant breakthroughs, said the source, who asked not to be named. Israel's response to Hamas's proposal, made through a mediator, is a stark departure from past instances where the Zionist state has been rigid about its status regarding the Palestinian militant. An Israeli official said the Mossad chief would lead Tel Aviv's delegation to the talks. A Palestinian official close to the mediation efforts told Reuters that Hamas had shown flexibility on some clauses that would allow a framework deal to be reached if Israel agreed to it. The plan includes the gradual release of Israeli hostages still held in Gaza and the withdrawal of Israeli forces in the first two stages, as well as the release of Palestinian prisoners. The third stage involves the reconstruction of war-torn areas and the return of the remains of the dead hostages. Regarding these negotiations and flexibility, Netanyahu is also said to have coordinated with the United States, U.S., President Joe Biden regarding this matter. The U.S. also admitted that Netanyahu had discussed this with President Biden. The president welcomed the prime minister's decision to authorize his negotiators to engage with U.S., Qatari, and Egyptian mediators in an effort to reach an agreement, he said in a statement. Netanyahu is also scheduled to consult with his negotiating team later Thursday, citing issues that could hamper a deal. There is an agreement with a real chance of implementation. But there is a risk that the deal could fail due to political considerations, the source added. Several right-wing partners in Netanyahu's ruling coalition have indicated they may quit the government if the war ends before Hamas is destroyed. Their exit from the coalition would likely end Netanyahu's premiership. Meanwhile, in Gaza, Palestinians are reacting cautiously to the prospect of new talks, wanting them to produce concrete results. "We hope this is the end of the war. We are exhausted and cannot face any more setbacks and disappointments," said Youssef, a father of two, who is now displaced in Khan Yunis, south of the enclave. "Every hour after this war, more people die and more houses are destroyed. Then enough is enough. I say this to my leaders, to Israel and the world." The latest series of Israeli attacks on Gaza began on October 7th. This began with an attack by Gaza's ruling Hamas militia on Israel that killed 1,200 Jewish citizens. On the other hand, the Israeli counterattack resulted in the deaths of 38,000 civilians in Gaza. This attack also caused damage to housing infrastructure of up to 70%.